Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Alt Kings podcast. I'm your host, Tate, with my co-host, Corbin, and today we are diving deep into an XRPL project who is giving back to the world. Unchained Elephants, with their founder, Daniel. How are you doing today, Daniel?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me in the show.
It's a true honor. You guys are doing a lot over there. It seems as if it's one of a kind for the XRPL.
I think so. I think it's a very unique project. Well, we're on the other side of the world. There's not many connections from what else happening, and I haven't been able to go to any Ripple events or anything. But yeah, it's hopefully can make some noise here in Thailand.
Oh, so you're out of Thailand. That explains the whole entire 12-hour difference.
Correct.
And that can be kind of hard trying to communicate with people over on the western side of the world as well, you know? Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, we have right now 12 hours difference, so yeah, it's a little bit tricky.
It can add up. So what are the Unchained Elephants trying to accomplish?
Cool. So we are trying to accomplish two things. One is to be able to rescue elephants that are working in the tourism industry. And the second thing is to develop a travel club. So pretty straightforward. Two things in one project. So the elephant cost is pretty much we want to buy 2 elephants. Guys that don't know the tourism industry here, there's some sectors that they have the elephants doing trekking or bathing or animal shows, which is not really cool for the animals. I mean, they're not meant to be doing that. So
animal cruelty.
And the way it works is these elephants have ownership. So there are a few owners that they do the shows. So we want to buy them out of these places and place them in a sanctuary where we're working with another partner, our partner with the animal activist.
That's amazing. So yeah,
that's the animal side.
So how much would it cost for you to purchase, say, one of these elephants? Because I'm not too familiar with the pricing of something like this.
Sure. I mean, me neither. I was like at the beginning, like, can we do this? And we started asking for the prices, and they go from 20,000 US,
yes,
all the way up to 90, 120, depending on the condition of the animal, the age. I mean, there's so many factors. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That that kind of reminds me in the US over here of the killer whale situation over here with SeaWorld and all that stuff, having them in captivity. It's not great. Certainly there's a lot of danger present there, and for the animals, for the trainers, for all that stuff, and it's not good by any means. So it's really nice to see that there's people who actually care about these beautiful animals, that they want to see them set free, or they want to see them basically put in a better life. It's good. It's very, very good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
and it's just
actually that you mentioned. Sorry, my partner, Vicky Kyle, she's an Irish national, so she was helping with the dolphins as well, and trying to get all these animals out of this captivity as well, like previously a few years ago. So yeah. That's what we're doing.
So it seems as if the whole entire team is working together on one goal and trying to help all sorts of animals, which is truly what matters. Yeah.
Yeah. Right now we're focused on elephants.
Just previous experience.
Correct. Yeah. So she has the knowledge on how to educate. So one of the goals, not only just to buy the freedom of the elephants, but also to educate, because I think the problem goes deeper. We, as tourists, it happened to me too. I came here and you see all these elephant shows, and it's so cool, like, because you have these beautiful animals, and you get wrapped up on these, and you just start take the photos and go into these places, but then you don't know what's really go behind it, because the elephant, for being able to obey somebody, for the trainer, they have to break the spirit. So they put them in like cages for weeks. They break their spirit pretty much. So that's for us to go and take a selfie or go on top of the elephant. So that's not cool. I mean, they should be in the wild.
No.
That's
of course.
Truth.
They definitely should be in the wild rather than being captive, more or less.
Yeah.
I have to say one. So one other thing, there are places that are doing good here. They are also sanctuaries that they take the elephants out of the work condition and they place them in sanctuaries. So there are some positives. So it's not all bad.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because, like, say if you go to one of these places that do hold elephants and other animals like captive and stuff, like there is one plus that I see from it all, and it's the only plus that I can find. It's just like it's a way of studying the animal, because like it's very hard to find these animals like anywhere. Like it's gonna be like, say if you wanted to actually go see a dolphin or a killer whale, you're gonna have to go onto the ocean if you can't see it in captivity, unfortunately, you know. And like that's like the only positive I see out of it is being able to experience the true species itself and actually see it up close and personal. But that's not good enough to be able to keep them, you know, because there's so much more that goes into their lives rather than us just looking at them and being like, wow, look at this beautiful animal. But they don't deserve to go through the harm that they go through for us to be able to see that. I just see the one plus of being able to be like, wow, I got to see a killer whale or something, you know, but in reality, that's not anything.
Absolutely. Yeah. Agreed.
So the project, so you guys, it's all elephant art. How big is the supply?
We can have 9,999 elephant NFTs.
And then there's 99 originals, yeah?
99 original. They're hand-drawn by a friend of mine. Actually, he's an artist from Ecuador. I'm from South America, actually. I've been here for 13 years. So, but yeah, he's back home doing all the artwork. So yeah, he's I think it's a really cool.
The artwork's amazing.
Artwork is, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, it's different. So we want to make something different, and yeah, he nailed it. So very happy with the artwork, and then we have been doing different variations and picking up best designs.
That's great. And then, so I'm assuming you guys will be waiting for XLS20 to be launched before you mint the NFTs, correct?
Absolutely. So actually, I did a small drop back in February. We mint around 300 NFTs, more or less, and we raised 10,000 XRP. So we actually already did a little kind of like test trial, can say it. And we donated 4,000 XRP to 3 different elephant camps. So that was the kind of like trying it out and see if this has some sort of viability. And yeah, it went well. So now we're waiting for XLS20, which is the right way to do
for
it.
the NFT standard. Yes,
correct.
So one question on the donation that you provided out to the elephant to help the elephants. Did you send it out in XRP or did you transfer it to the native currency?
XRP. Actually, we did videos for each camp, and we transferred directly to the owners on XRP.
That's amazing.
The way that we did it actually was through the website. We were like an e-commerce, right? Some wallet has this application for WordPress that you can actually pay with the XRP. So we made a pre-sale through the website, and we raised the money with purely XRP. The only issue with that is that it was very limited to the market that we want to aim. So it was, we should have done much better if we had different on-ramp fiat money to collect.
Of course.
Sales.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it was only a drop of 300 NFTs, and to be able to send out over 4,000 XRP is quite an accomplishment.
That was really cool because it helped to the camps, for some camps, like to go for 2 months for the elephants. And that time we still were in COVID restrictions, so there was no tourism. And the industry is that goes the way. So we have tourism here coming in, and that's how they generate funds to feed the elephants. And at that time there was like nothing happening. So that was a good way to kind of like raise some money and do it that way. I mean, right now it's a bit different because restrictions are lifted and tourism is back. So to really make an impact, we decided like, okay, let's go for buying the freedom of these elephants.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. And on your website, I appreciate the transparency that you guys have with basically just plainly stating that like, hey, 40% of the revenue from this project is going to go to helping the elephants. And that's really cool to see. because not a lot of projects are really doing anything like that.
Yeah, that transparent.
I want to be as transparent as possible because that's, I mean, first of all, we're fully dogs. I'm based in Phuket. My team is here. I mean, I have nothing to hide, and I don't want to hide anything as well. So I want to be as transparent as possible and show everything, like what are we getting and how much are we giving. That's pretty much straightforward.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's the best way to go about it, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah. So Daniel, if you don't mind me asking, let's take a step back. What is your background? Like, what have you done for your whole life?
So where do we start?
What kind of inspired you to create this project based off of your previous background of work?
Cool. Okay. So before COVID, I had a marketing agency. I started in 2013 doing social media here in Phuket, in Thailand. So I started doing that, and like really not many people realized social media was something, and they laugh at me. But anyways, like just kept going, and up to 2020, we built up an agency. 20 people was working. We had an office with 20 people doing video production, photography, marketing, website. I mean, the whole online digital marketing experience.
Yeah.
For hotels and for the market here, which was tourism. But then with the COVID hitting, I mean, tourism went to literally zero, and many other companies went down. I mean, pretty much closed down. So yeah, we have to kind of reinvent. And I found crypto first, and then I got into the NFT rabbit hole. More or less in that.
Yeah. And now is this your full-time thing now? NFTs are your full-time thing? No?
Now I'm full in the project, full-time in the project. Nice. My wife, that's my business partner, she's running the marketing agency. We have just a few clients to keep things rolling. And we have a couple of other projects as well that we set up. We have a marketplace for coffee. We sell coffee online from Thailand. So we have an e-commerce website called coffeeculture.asia. But we sell only in Thailand, and I actually opened also a surf shop because I did well with crypto in 2020, and I bought a container of surfboards. Let's open up a surfboard shop, and the name of the store was still is Ripple Surf Thailand. So
nice.
Cool. I got quite some profit in one of the pumps that happened. So I took money and I actually bought some boards.
That's
awesome.
A genius idea, yeah, because that creates some sort of passive flow of money because you really just have to maintain the boards and make sure that nobody is really just damaging them.
Also the name too is kind of just I don't know, begging for it. we have a name like Ripple, and you want to do some sort of a water-based company. I think surfing is probably one of the best ones for that since it's so popular. Pretty much all around the world. It's great.
Yeah. It was perfect name, and actually it has its story behind so as well. It was funded with crypto. Yeah.
You have a very wide, vast variety of e-commerce in your just whole entire lifestyle. Like you've done a lot in just business, with marketing to the surf to now crypto.
Coffee,
coffee, yeah.
I'm dyslexic actually, so it's difficult to focus on one thing only. And the ideas come here and there, and I rather just keep doing things. And sometimes we have obviously failed in several businesses and ideas that didn't work, but just keep trying things. And this is the latest one, NFTs, and see how it goes. I think
what's been your favorite so far?
Sorry?
What's been your favorite thing to do so far out of everything you've done?
Well, I love crypto right now. I mean, I think different stages, because when I was going to social media, like the fact that nobody thought about social media as a thing and like a way to communicate.
To leverage,
Yes, and I got in like pretty early days. Like now you have hundreds of marketing agencies. Back in the day, I was like me, and that was pretty much the only marketing agency in Phuket doing digital purely. So it was that stage. I have set up a surf school as well when I was actually broke, and that's kind of like, so there are different stages. So right now it's crypto, absolutely crypto and NFTs. I'm in love with the space. I see where things are heading, and I think that it's going to be big.
Oh yeah,
I mean big.
Oh yeah.
Think if you're in the altcoin space at this moment, supporting coins like XRP and all of the other ISO 20022 standard tokens, I think that you should all know and get your head wrapped around that this space is going to be bigger than what it ever has been before.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's only the beginning.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, plenty of runway to go from here. And I also noticed on your website for the Unchained Elephants that with part of the utility of the elephants is access to an exclusive travel club platform. Do you mind telling us a little more about the travel club specifically?
Sure. So the elephant is one side. That's the kind of philanthropic approach and the way we want to give back. But then there's a business model behind it because I have seen a lot of projects that they don't have a business model that kind of back up what you're trying to accomplish, and the travel club is pretty much giving benefits for travelers coming to Phuket or Thailand in general to get discounted the tickets for activities or hotels. So give that kind of real utility. Plus, with the NFT, you can actually access to the sanctuary where we're gonna have the elephants, like a ticket. So that's
So you'll basically be able to go and see. Yeah, you'll be able to go and see the elephants that you've raised money for and invested your time and money towards.
Correct.
That's awesome.
That's all awesome.
So you already know the two elephants that you're trying. Yeah.
One big circle. I don't know the elephants yet because we need to have the money in hand, and like once we're gonna find elephants that are really in kind of in need, they need to get out of some certain situations. So then that's where we're gonna go and negotiate and get the elephants out. Right now, like without the money, it's hard to say, hey, like we want to buy your elephant, but I don't have the money yet.
Yeah.
So
it makes sense. Yeah. So all right. So once the time comes and you have the money and you rescue two elephants, what are the plans for the Unchained Elephants after that? Is it going to be to rescue more, or is there other things that you want to accomplish?
I mean, we'll start with two for the elephants, and then we also want to create this educational program for tourists to know and be aware of what's happening with the tourists. That I think that's one of the where we can actually have a bigger impact, not just because there's so many elephants as well. I mean, we cannot buy them all.
Yeah.
So, and what we need to create conscious of the tourists that, okay, this is the way to do it. So the educational side, I think is going to be one of the biggest part. Plus the travel club. And I mean, we don't know. I mean, right now at this point, without knowing where we're going, I mean, if we can have a sanctuary with 50 elephants, I mean, that's a dream. But but why not? I mean, it can happen. And we have actually been checking land and asking here and there, nothing really concrete. But we are looking for options. Keep it open.
That's awesome. Yeah. Always keeping everything on the table.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So another thing I noticed on your guys' website as well was that you guys have been featured on quite a few, news agencies essentially, which is really, really cool to see. And when I first typed in your guys' name into Google, the news articles were the first ones that came up from Yahoo Finance, Forbes Ecuador, Cointelegraph, Bangkok Post, Benzinga, others. What has that experience been like for you guys and dealing with these news agencies?
It's really cool because at the beginning I kind of knocked at the door from actually Forbes Ecuador because you have that connection with them from Ecuador and say, hey, I have this story, like maybe something interesting, and then they cover it. So then it's like, okay, we have something going on here, and then I reach out to Bangkok. We have here connection with local media outlets because we do that. That's part of our business. So it was easier to get some exposure in local media. And then I have to say, we also hire a PR agency, which have helped us a lot. I mean, pretty much a very, 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 very good rate because of the cost as well. They got involved, and is Luna PR. They are based in Dubai, and they help us a lot, like getting the word out there. And that's why we got into Yahoo Finance and Benzinga and a few others that are like really like top tier media publications.
Yeah, it provides a lot more exposure once you're able to get into those.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, I've been in marketing for the last 12 years. Oh yeah, more or less, and that's the way to go. Like, we need to get exposure as much as we can, and to make this successful, we need the eyeballs and get the traction going.
Of course.
Makes total sense.
Well, Daniel, that's amazing. Yeah. What's been your most favorite part of the project, Daniel? What have you enjoyed the most? Do you enjoy everything, or is there like one specific thing that's kind of like gives you that drive and passion towards it? I assume it probably is the elephants, but
well, it's both. I mean, I like business, and what I like is that there's nothing really set in stone. Like, you have to do it this way, and that's kind of how you do it. Like, you just go with the flow and see what happens, and let's try these, and this works. Oh, let's. So, I think the unknown is kind of what excites me. Like, not knowing this is the road, and that's like the way to do it. So, it's like going with the flow. Pretty much, that's what I like.
That's awesome, and it shows that you're basically allowing the ripple effect to take its way, in a way.
Hopefully.
Trying to add in that ripple, you know?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you guys have
Daniel, is there any... Oh.
Sorry.
No, you can go.
Yeah. So in the future, do you guys... So obviously you guys are focused... You guys are the Unchained Elephants, obviously. Do you have any plans in the future to focus on any other animals, maybe such as tigers, or any of these other species that are often in captive that probably shouldn't be captive?
Correct. Yeah. Right now we're fully focused on this, but definitely I think there's a potential of helping other projects. I mean, it would be so cool to help other outlets. I mean, other like dolphins, or there's even dogs, or I mean, there's so much good that can be done through NFTs.
Yeah.
So it's mind blowing, but we like wanna like kind of nail this one first, and then be able to move in the next direction. But 100%, I mean, we're open for helping
for anything.
All animals. Yeah.
That's awesome. Cool. Have you guys received any sort of like I know Ripple has been handing out grants to all sorts of different projects. Has Ripple done anything for you guys?
Well, I applied for the first grant. I got denied because I was too early, but I applied for the second one, the second wave of Creators Fund, and I haven't get any reply. So I know that some other projects have been declined. So I guess it's not that bad. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I don't know.
There is hope still.
There is hope.
Yeah,
always.
And so then you will be mentioning. You'll be mentioning on XRP. I apologize.
Correct. On XRP. These guys have been amazing. We did a video with them with not Cash, with Lee. But I really admire what they're doing. They are really kind of like leveling up all the game. I mean, and the energy that these guys have is amazing. So yeah, on XRP is definitely our NFT marketplace.
Yeah, it's a great marketplace. Kaj and his team are doing great things over there, for sure.
You might as well be in the construction industry with all the building they're doing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
With all those bridges they're building.
Yeah. They're doing great work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, Daniel, is there anything that you'd like to tell, obviously, the Alt Kings podcast or the community watching out there about the Unchained Elephants that we've missed?
Well, we want to build a community, so and and we want real people. Like we don't. I'm not. We want people that get engaged. Are not looking like going astronomical numbers of trying to make money with NFTs. If that happens, that's amazing. But we want to help and we want to build something. I think slowly and surely can be much better than trying to get a quick buck.
Of course.
So if anyone wants to join, I mean, we're happy to welcome you on Discord and all social medias. We're there. What I can actually want to mention is that we have we're doing this Unchained Travel Pass, which is pretty much getting whitelisted. And with this pass, a part of getting whitelisted, we will be giving away different hotel nights in Phuket, because we already in Phuket and Thailand, because we have partnered up with a few hotels already. So we want to incentivize people to come this way, and that would be also a benefit of this travel pass. So we have a code. I'll leave you the link to you guys, so you can for your audience to go, and I'll give a code called Kings, so we can have 90 passes to your audiences to take advantage of, because we have already like 3 hotels they have lined up, and we have accommodation for these places, so we're gonna give it away just to the community.
Wow! So you said code Kings to get these passes.
Code Kings, absolutely.
And the passes will provide access to the hotels as well.
No, so we're gonna give away randomly.
Kind of like it's like a raffle ticket.
Raffle ticket, correct? And then you also get access to the pre-sales. So the pre-sales, we're gonna do it through our website. We're gonna sell it with XRP, with the credit card. I mean, it's like an e-commerce. So we sell it, and then we deliver once we mint.
Awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Code Kings to get
99 passes. Yep.
Yeah, that is awesome. Thank you, Daniel, for that.
Thank you, Daniel.
My pleasure. Thank you, guys.
Now, is there any projects that you're partnering up with at this moment in time to do any sort of collaborations with maybe either the NFT art or just maybe collaborations in general?
So one of the projects that have been really helpful with us is the Wild Star Treehouse, also an XRPL project. These guys are building tree houses and they want to plant trees. So we kind of align a lot with that, with their mission and their vision. So we're going to be partnering up, and hopefully we can actually start planting some trees for them here in Thailand as well, as a part of a collaboration. And that's pretty much the first collab that I have, that we have in hand right now, and hopefully we can do more. But I'm open,
very optimistic and open about potential partnerships. That's great.
Absolutely.
It'd be cool to see all the more environmentally based projects sort of like partner up together and almost make sort of like some sort of like a council
and change the world
or something. Yeah, exactly. Because especially with using XRP, because I think everybody here knows that XRP is more than likely going to change the world if it hasn't already. So it'd be cool to see all the environmentally based projects sort of come together and create maybe some sort of like a coalition, help each other out, or give advice to each other. Be cool. Be really, really cool.
Oh,
I agree.
Very good point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more or less like change the World Council.
Yeah, I have to check out the Ripple Reefs. They also trying to do something with the corals. The rainforest. I forgot the name. On the X Parrots, they want to donate as well. The Amazon. Yeah, there are a couple of them. I don't think that many, but a few.
Yeah,
for sure.
There's definitely more than you'd ever imagine to be out there, because I feel like there's some project. I mean, there's a lot of projects out there that not a lot of people know about, and they're really small and they're starting to grow slowly but surely. But I feel like there's people trying to achieve and basically disrupt each individual sector of trying to help the world, Like there's somebody out there trying to do maybe a little bit of everything. Just somebody like with the elephants and then the coral, like you said, there's just a little bit of everything out there. It's widely diverse.
everything adds up.
Yeah, and plus with
there'll be a lot more to come. I feel as if.
Oh yeah, for sure. And plus with having everybody sort of focused on one individual little sector of, essentially environmentalism, it allows for better treatment in each of those specific areas, instead of just like a general group that says like, hey, we want to protect the environment, and then trying to do all of these things but not exceptionally well, instead of a bunch of smaller groups that are focused on one specific portion of that. So for instance, unchained elephants,
giving it 100% effort,
it 100% effort. Exactly. XRP reefs, dealing with the coral reefs. And then there's other groups that are going to more than likely come along dealing with dolphins and whales and turtles and all that cool stuff. Maybe sea lions or something like that. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be really cool.
That's amazing. It's very exciting to see, because obviously we've had difficulties getting XLS 20 fully amended into the XRPL, but once that comes along, that's going to open up so many doors for so many of these projects who have had so much inspiration towards developing a project that have yet had the opportunity to do so on the XRPL. And I feel like it's really just going to be flooded with tons of inspiration, tons of project ideas, and obviously only the strongest will survive. But those strong projects who do survive will seek all the reward and be able to help out everybody that they desire, Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just my vision, at least, Everybody has their own perspective on it.
Oh, I think I agree with you. Trying to add up and like they say, you want to have the biggest building, you don't want to turn down the other buildings. You just build another big building, and everybody has their building. It's not point to turn the other buildings down just because you want to be the biggest and the best.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Daniel, it's been a true pleasure on having you on this podcast.
Thank you so much for having me once again.
We've hoped that we've been able to help you provide more exposure towards the project, as well as bring more eyes and ears towards your way.
Absolutely. I mean, I really appreciate all the support, all the XRP community is giving to the project. So thank you so much for having me. And waiting for XLS 20 to go out, and hopefully we can go big with this.
Yeah, once XLS 20 is out, the switch is flipped.
Let's go.
Finally.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Alt Kings podcast. But before we go, I just want to show you guys our merch is officially live. This is embroidered. This is not. My mom gave me this as a birthday gift once. But this is embroidered. All of our merch is completely embroidered, and portions of it will be used. Well, say if you purchase an item of our merch on the website, then you'll be granted a discount percentage off of our future NFT project. Just an FYI for all of you watching, if you made it this far. But Daniel, it's been a true pleasure, and we're very thankful to have you on. And with that being said, peace.